Hey, it's Todd with Defense and Safety. I've got a Benchmade knife here for review. This is the Osborne designed the 943. This is, I guess, a medium-sized folder. It's got the aluminum scales, an S30. It's a modified drop point, but very, very slim, very, very thin. It's the axis lock, again, aluminum handles, and it's got this beautiful titanium backspacer that goes all the way around the end, and then you can see it on the inside as well. It's a very sturdy feeling knife. Again, it's the axis lock, so easy to flip open and close. Now the aluminum will scratch. I think you can probably see a couple blemishes right there, but the weight and size of this knife are just amazing. And I'll compare it to the 710 that I reviewed and talked about multiple times on my channel, just to give you a sense. Now this is a 4-inch blade. This, I think, is supposed to be a 3.6, I believe, so a little over 3.5. But again, falls into the gentleman folder. The blade shape is not ideal for EDC, even though this one's thin. It's got a little more belly. I find the sequel has a little bit more belly and is a little more, when you're using it, EDC friendly. This is kind of a little sticker, but I do love the design. It's kind of sexy and, again, very light. Again, this is just a comparison in size here. This, in the hand, doesn't feel much difference in weight. So again, it's a super light, small knife. This, is really I have large hands, if you buy gloves, large, like mechanics gloves or something. I think I wear large or extra large of those, but, I can get 4 fingers around it. This, of course, you can get the 4 fingers really nice, and in reverse grip too. Just a great knife. Has the same options as this one, tip up only, left or right, as most axis locks don't support tip down because it would block the axis lock. But again, a really nice kind of light EDC knife. I typically don't pair this with a second knife. This is kind of in the middle, whereas if I carry this, I'm carrying it because I want to carry a small knife, or I'm pairing it with a larger folder, like maybe the 710 or a CQC 15 from Emerson or something like that. This is nice with the S30V. It's, gets really sharp. Definitely cuts in, forward cuts are not going to be a problem with this. It's got the nice little swedge, decent thickness. Again, just a really nice knife. It's got kind of this forward, it's like a choil. It kind of reminds me a little bit of maybe a Sebenza, where you have that, when you lock your hand in there, your finger can't really ride forward or slide forward. This kind of has that same effect. And there is a little jimping here. It's not really anything meaningful, and this doesn't act as jimping either, and there's no other jimping anywhere. But it does offer a lot of good grip. The media blasting on the aluminum scales is, gives you some grip. It's very solid. You can't get this to flex. So, it's a very well built knife. They are a little pricey. I like them. I like the size of this blade. I'm finding, that 3.5 plus is kind of, 3.6 is a great length. And if you look at this compared to a Sebenza, they are comparable in actual blade length. It's just the design is slightly different. It's maybe just a little, an 1/8 or 1/4 of an inch shorter. But overall, much thinner. So if you're wearing, slacks, or, going out wearing a suit or something, it might be a better choice of a knife. It's light. You can get these in the black blade as well. I'm getting kind of away from getting black coated blades. I prefer the metal, the open, stainless, brushed, stonewash, whatever. All right. So this has been my review of the Osborne design Benchmade 943 in S30V steel. Thanks for watching.